Hey everybody. Is it just me, or is anyone else not feeling particularly Christmassy this year? I mean, COVID has really changed a lot of stuff, and while it's not going to last forever, it is our reality at the moment. And Christmas time can be a lot to deal with. My name is Christie McKearn, and while I do not have the market cornered on this, I just want to give a couple insights that I do have about connecting with people and hopefully bringing out that Christmas spirit this year of all years when we really, really need it. But first, let me do one thing. That's better. I feel more festive already. If you're anything like me, if you're working from home like my husband is, or you're a stay-at-home parent like I am, you've probably adopted a uniform in COVID of PJ pants or yoga pants, sweatpants, whatever is the most comfortable. And there's nothing wrong with that. There isn't. It just doesn't make you feel very festive. And considering that we're rolling into the Christmas season, something that I'm going to do with my family that we can do during COVID is we're going to have a fun dress-up night. Whatever's going to make you festive. Because it's no surprise that when you put effort into a thing, then you expect more out of it. And you're invested now. And so people are going to be more involved, right? It does not have to be over the top, but it's going to be a super fun memory for you and your family. It'll help you get into more of a festive mood and make connections with your family. I know a lot of us are locked down at the moment, can't do a whole lot. So for people in your house, sometimes we just start going through the motions and we just start getting through stuff. If there's one thing that the spirit of Christmas embodies, it's connection. It's connection with people around you. So you're going to have to probably do something different than you've been doing, and you may have to switch things up in the pandemic. I don't know if you've ever heard of the book, The 5 Love Languages. It's fantastic. It asserts that everyone has certain love languages, and if you speak that love language, they'll feel more loved and connected than if you don't do that. So there's gifts, like physical gifts, acts of service, like washing your car or whatever, words of affirmation, positive words of encouragement, quality time, spend more time with them, and touch, which is one of my top ones. So to hit those, if you want to hit the quality time and the touch, there's always snuggling up, watching movies. There's so many good ones. If you have kids, we do a Polar Express night with hot chocolate and popcorn. And we watch the Polar Express. Super fun. For the words of affirmation, people, I would make that something that set the tone and the atmosphere. I mean, you can write them a letter and all that good stuff, but what if you just turned off all the lights and just had the Christmas lights on, and everyone can go around and say the favorite thing about each person, their favorite thing about each person. For present people, obviously Christmas hits the present mark. But I don't know about you guys, but when my husband, I've actually asked him a long time ago, we've been married 13 years, I'm like, just don't even bother getting flowers on Valentine's Day because it's something you have to do. Like, it doesn't feel very special to me. But flowers any other day, when he just thought of it and thought of me and brings me flowers, there's where it's at. I would suggest that if you have present or gift people, you can figure out sometimes what people's love language, their top, you can have more than one, but what their top one is by how they show love. Quality time gets a little harder when we're in a pandemic, but honestly, if your person is a quality time person, if you have quality time people in your family, they probably already have an idea of what would be fun. Play a video game, honestly. Like, some people, that's not my thing, but I was going to say actually board games. But honestly, my middle child He plays a game with my husband. They're both on their devices, sitting next to each other, playing the same multi-user game, and it fills up my middle child love tank like nothing else. You just may have to get a little more creative when we're on lockdown and we can't do some of the normal Christmas traditions that make us feel connected. Regardless of the platform, we did this virtual baby shower for a friend of mine, and we laughed so hard. It actually, I didn't think it was going to go as well as it did. We had so much fun. We laughed so hard. If you just Google virtual Zoom games, and now a lot of the platforms, Zoom included, I believe, has like questions that you can all play games together. And I would recommend having the most outgoing person in your group or family kind of MC the night to kind of keep it going, and it kind of takes the weight off of introverted people who don't want to talk. They want to be part of it, but they don't want to talk all the time. Now, one thing that really draws people together is meeting other people's needs. And no better time than Christmas. People are hurting. People are in need. I'm sure you can think of 1,000 things right off the top of your head in this season. So one thing that would be super awesome is find something you can do together apart even, but you're all doing it, that can fill another person's love tank or meet another person's need. Let's do what we can to help each other have a great Christmas. Yeah, we've made it through this year. This year's almost over. And you made it. You made it this far. So let's celebrate by having a great Christmas and making connection with the people around us. Have a great one. Merry Christmas.